Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Darkflame 808 with continuation of the Bravo DVD upgrade path. This tutorial will guide you through upgrading your DVD drive and saving yourself hundreds of dollars by doing it yourself. Okay? So in earlier video I showed you how to take apart the casing of the Bravo. This is what it looks like inside. Basically, I'm explaining how this works, okay? You've got your Bravo CPU circuit board attached to a little tray assembly that controls the printer DVD holder. That's connected to a rail system which sits on top of the drive. The printer assembly is sitting on top of these two brackets, which basically lock your drive in. Okay, you can't get to this drive. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it the hard way, which is basically taking apart this whole assembly and this whole assembly and then removing this whole carriage, and then from there you can get the drive out. Or I found an easier way, and that's basically unscrewing the printer carriage from the base of the unit, which will allow you to lift it up just about an inch and a half to give it clearance to pull the drives out. Okay, so before we begin, you're going to need a couple items. You're going to need a T10 Torx screw and a Phillips screwdriver. You're going to want to get a Phillips screwdriver as thin as possible. Okay, like this is a good example. This is not. Okay, and I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so first off, leave that there for now. There are 4 Torx screws you need to remove of. 2 in the front and 2 in the back. 1, 2. Okay. There are 4 Phillips screws you need to remove. 1 here. Here's a tricky one. You can see it right. It's in here. Okay. You can see it in here, but to get to it, you have to go through here. So if you can see this screw right here, that's 2. Okay, on this side it's easy. Alright, so this one here would be, let's see if I can get a good view here. I'm sitting down here. 3, it's 3 and 4. Alright, forgive my camera angles. I'm doing this with one hand, and my camera setup is a lot more pathetic than my Bravo setup. Alright, so let's remove this screw here. Okay, so this is your T10. Oh, excuse me. Let's just move out the way here. T10, screw 1, done. Okay, moving on. T10, done. Okay, I'm going to stop for 1 second. I want to show you one more thing. I forgot to point this out. Before you take out all of the screws, okay? Underneath your drive, those 2 screws I told you need to remove them, okay? Don't do it after. I'm going to explain why. If you do it after, what's going to happen is your whole printer assembly is going to fall right off the carriage, okay? So just take these 2 out now. I'm going to put the camera down for a second, okay, while I do this. I don't want to stop and start over. Okay, so let's take out these 2 screws. It is a T10 Torx screw. Okay, hang on 1 second, guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties. 1 screw. And almost done. Let's see here. Okay, 2 screws. Alright. Oh my gosh, that qualifies for fail on YouTube video guides. Okay, now once you do that, you're gonna see here. Now your tray is free. Okay, your tray is free. You can, as you can see, you can move it in and out. You can move it back and forth. However, you cannot take out the drive because if you look here, these metal guides are preventing you from sliding the tray straight out. There are 2 ways you can go about it. Like I said, you can take apart this whole DVD carriage, remove this, and then you have more lift, basically to clear this part right here. Or take apart these two pieces here. So we took out these two screws, okay? Moving on to the back. Take out these two screws here. Okay. Alright. Get that out the way. Take our thin screwdriver. Alright. Pop that out. Let's pop this out here. Let's see if I can get this one. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it with this tiny screwdriver, but let's see if I can get to it. As you can see here, here's the screw I need to get to. Let's see if it communicates. Yeah, it's coming. It's slow. This is not the best angle to go about it too, because of the fact that it's you can strip it if you don't get it at the right angle. Okay, moving on to this side. I'm actually going to use the bigger screwdriver because it's the right size screw, and there's nothing blocking on this side here. So this side's actually a lot easier than the left side. Alright, okay, take that out. Let's see here, right there. Alright, so once those are unscrewed, I didn't pull it out because it's still in the track, but you don't have to remove it, just unscrew it. Okay, don't forget to remove this cable here. So one, this is the power supply for your bridge cable, the USB for the bridge on your assembly. Okay, here's the tricky part. One-handed anyway, okay. As you can see, now that you actually removed your drives, you see how this tray comes right up? You see that? Now, I'm going to try to see if I can do this without breaking anything, alright? Okay. I'm going to take one hand here. I'm going to lift. You're going to lift this tray up. See? While you're lifting that tray up, you're going to slide this out. Okay? Two-handed process, alright? So I can't do it. So we're going to lift out. Got it? See? That's where we're at, okay? See here? Put those, tuck them in there. So that when you pull this tray out, they don't get caught. You see right here? It's getting caught. I'll show you from up here. It's going to get caught here. You're going to end up pulling something. So, just get them all the way. Pull it right out. Okay, here is your $400 drive, which at Best Buy costs 40 bucks. All you gotta do is just pry this off, okay? You pry off this piece here, pry off the power cord. Alright, this piece, circuit board first, power cord second. Make sure that when you put the drive back in, you got some jumpers here, okay? Set it to master. Alright, when you buy the drive, it already comes preset. As you can see, I am using a Pioneer DVR A18 MBK. I do have my original drive up here. It was a DVR 105. You can use any Pioneer drive you want as long as it's ATA 66 or 100, 133. It has to be an IDE drive. It has to be an IDE drive. For the Bravo 2, IDE. Bravo Pro SATA. Alright? So that's done. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put everything back together, and you'll be on your way. Okay? So that'll be the following video. Putting it back together. Thank you for watching.